Well, hello friends. Welcome back to New Day Family Farm. My name is Becca and we survived. We made it through the winter storm. It was, it was a cold one, you guys. Texas does not get like severe winter for days and days where it never thaws. I mean, this was apparently the worst storm we've had in like 30 plus years. So it was a little bit rough, but I wanted to show you guys some of the goat babies that we missed last time, give you an update on everything so that you guys know what's going on around here on the farm. Hey ladies! Are we all enjoying the sunshine? So for the most part, everything has melted now, but there's definitely patches of snow like here and there. I mean, you can see when we plowed the driveway, we got a nice pile, and so the piles are gonna last for a while. Everything that's in the shade is still totally covered in snow, but everything else is mud. So that's not the most fun. But honestly, I would take mud over freezing temperatures like any day of the week. So I cannot wait to show you guys these sweet little babies. They're right in front of me and they are so stinking cute. So no more delays. It's baby go time. Hey, sweet babies. Oh my goodness, you guys are so cute. Are you proud of your baby? You just want love, huh? You just need love. All right, so Ruby's triplets are doing amazing. This big one in the back here, he's not one of them. But the other three in the pile, those are all Ruby's triplets. And they are doing so amazing. I am just thrilled to death that we managed to get triplet does out of her still. So definitely going to keep one of them. I'm waiting a little bit to kind of see who has the best udder development. That was a good little yawn. And so we'll wait and see about weaning time, I'll decide. But I definitely have a favorite in mind. I have heard that you can somewhat determine how well an udder will be attached by the width that you can see between the back legs on a baby goat. So we'll see. That tan one has kind of the best width there. And unfortunately, Ruby, the mom, does not have great udder attachments. And so that is the biggest thing we are looking for in keeping one of her doelings. You're a silly goat. All right, so one thing that we decided when we started making YouTube videos for our farm is I wanted them to be informational, educational. I want to share what we do on the farm, goods, bads, uglies, everything. And so with that said, part of the ugliness of this winter storm is we did lose Magnolia's babies. So we were very careful to make sure that all of our new mamas and their babies had nice warm areas in the barn. They had good shelter. We checked on them every few hours. We made sure bellies were always full. Mamas had extra milk. I mean, I think, did everything that we possibly could to make sure we had a good situation during this storm. Unfortunately, Magnolia's three babies were born just so small. And so they had no muscle mass, no extra fat to help them get through sicknesses. So having that extra mass on your body actually does help with just preventing illnesses, giving you a little bit more time for your body to try to fight stuff off. So the reality is, with these babies being so small, they just didn't have any of that. And so once, our best guess is pneumonia set in on one of them and rapidly spread to the others, because we lost all three within a day. So that's never the outcome that we want. We started antibiotics on the babies that were left as soon as we kind of realized what was going on, but too little too late, unfortunately. So really disappointing for us to have lost not just one or two, but all three of her babies. So really upset that that happened. I am now milking her just to make sure she stays really comfortable. We're trying to decide if we're going to keep her in milk or just let her dry up, take a little time to, recuperate, recover her body, and then gear up for next year when we'll breed her again. There's no question in my mind that Magnolia feels kind of the sadness of a mother who's lost her kids. I know sometimes we humanize our animals too much, but the reality is Magnolia cries for them. She She doesn't come out here with the herd to graze. She waits at the barn like she's waiting for her babies to come back. And it's very, very sad. And so we really want to make sure we're doing whatever we can as far as keeping her very healthy. The last thing I want is for her to get, mastitis or pneumonia or something. And so just because we thought it could have been pneumonia, we went ahead and put her on a course of antibiotics to take care of that. And then we're just trying to keep her really happy and comfortable, making sure she always has a friend in the barn with her. Hey, pretty girl. Are you hanging out in the barn by yourself? So that one's definitely a sad situation. We're really bummed about losing so many kids. That's always the worst, you guys. It's just the worst to lose an animal that you really, really wanted to stay around. So super bummed about that, but I do have more babies to show you. Bella has been the one hanging out with Magnolia in the barn quite a bit the last few days because she has some little babies. There they are. Oh my goodness, you two are so cute. So Bella had a boy and a girl this year, and this pretty little girl, I am so stinking excited about, you guys. Hi, sweet girl. Yes. Oh my goodness, was that scary? Ugh, both of them are so beautiful, you guys. I just can't believe how pretty they are. So both of them have just the most beautiful, bright blue eyes that they got from their mama. And the boy is a Coo Clare, which I haven't had a lot of in the past. So very excited about how pretty he is. And then sister is a buckskin. And both are just gorgeous. So, so pretty. And come from probably my best milker. So I'm really excited about all these genetics in these two cutie pies. So while I'm really, really bummed that we lost Magnolia's 3, I'm trying to keep a positive spin on it and remember that we still have 5 beautiful, very healthy, big, awesome looking babies with great genetics, all the positives I'm trying to keep in mind, not just dwell on the negatives of the 3 that we lost. So thankfully, it's not even the end of kidding season yet. There's more to come. I just have to wait another week and a half or so. As far as all the other animals on our farm, they hardly even noticed that it was cold. The chickens we had to routinely force back into their coop because we were worried about frostbite, and they would rather sleep in the trees in 5-degree weather overnight than in a warm coop that's totally, enclosed, covered. We had a blanket on it. It was toasty in there. No, they'd rather be up in a tree. So the chickens were just fine. The ducks were fine in the barn with the goats. They would go down and swim at the pond quite a bit, so we weren't worried about them. And then the sheep grazed through the whole winter storm. They didn't even care at all. They were probably just irritated that there was snow all over the grass, so it was harder to get to the grass to graze. And then lastly, our rabbits. They did amazing. We have a colony set up back here. And so what that means is they have room to roam, they have nesting boxes, they have hay, they have whatever they want, so they can get comfy cozy. We like the idea of cages just for when I need to keep my animals protected from the ground predators, which hilariously in Texas is mostly the fire ant. I'm not really worried about snakes or rats or raccoons or anything. No, I'm worried about fire ants. And so I do tend to put my mamas who are about to give birth in a cage, raise them off the ground just to keep them away from fire ants. The rest of the time, we really love our rabbits to be on the ground. They fertilize it for us. They eat lots of grass. It's a really, really great way that the animals and the farmer can work together. And I love that. Anyway, the rabbits did great. They don't even care that it's cold. They are literally wearing fur coats all the time. And so I'm sure I couldn't have kept them locked in their nest boxes even if I'd wanted to. They were so happy to roam around and play, even in the snow. So all in all, we survived the winter storm, though unfortunately with some losses. So I'm really thankful that typically we only get one big storm a year. So hopefully this means that our terrible winter freeze is over now. Hello! There is a hungry hawk looking for his next meal. Just went over past. But we did survive. We made it. It's going to be okay. And I'm glad that we're pretty much done with winter, I think. So I'm going to go enjoy these wonderful new babies. We have another kidding video on the way for you guys very soon, I'm sure, because we have 2 more mamas who are due to give birth in the next couple of weeks. So if you haven't yet, please do hit that subscribe button down below, and that way you won't miss the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.